Words are the building blocks of communication. They allow us to express our thoughts, ideas, and emotions, but words alone are not enough. Just like a house needs a solid structure, language needs grammar. Grammar provides the rules and structures that hold language together. It helps us arrange words in a meaningful way, ensuring clarity and precision. Without grammar, communication can easily break down. Mastering grammar empowers us to communicate effectively, making our messages clear, concise, and impactful. Good grammar is essential for clear and effective communication. It helps us avoid ambiguity and ensures that our message is understood as intended. When we use grammar correctly, our writing becomes more polished and professional. This is especially important in academic and professional settings. Strong grammar skills also improve our spoken language. When we understand the rules of grammar, we speak more fluently and confidently. Moreover, mastering grammar enhances our reading comprehension. A strong command of English grammar opens doors to new opportunities, both personally and professionally. Learning grammar might seem daunting at first, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Think of it as a journey of discovery, an exploration of the fascinating ways in which language works. By breaking down complex rules into bite-sized pieces, we can make learning grammar fun and engaging. This guide will provide you with a clear and concise overview of English grammar. We'll start with the basics and gradually delve into more complex concepts. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you read, write, and speak English, the more natural and intuitive grammar will become. Think of language like building a magnificent castle. Every majestic tower, every sturdy wall starts with a simple, essential element, the brick. In the realm of language, these fundamental building blocks are called nouns. Nouns give names to everything we can think of: people, places, things, and even ideas. They are the who and what of our sentences, providing the subjects we talk about and the objects of our actions. Imagine a sentence as simple as "the cat sat on the mat." Here, cat and mat are our trusty nouns, telling us who is doing the sitting and where that sitting is taking place. While nouns provide the substance of our sentences, verbs inject them with life, action, and movement. Verbs are the doing words, the dynamic forces that propel our sentences forward. They tell us what the subject of the sentence is doing or what is being done to it. Think of verbs as the engines of our sentences, driving the action and creating a sense of motion. Consider the sentence: the artist painted a vibrant landscape. Here, the verb painted vividly depicts the action being performed, bringing the scene to life in our minds. Just as a house needs a sturdy framework to stand tall, our thoughts and ideas need the support of well-structured sentences. In the realm of language, sentences are the basic units of meaning, conveying complete thoughts and ideas. Every sentence must have two essential components, a subject and a predicate. The subject is the who or what the sentence is about. The predicate is the action or state of being attributed to the subject. Together, subject and predicate form a complete thought conveying meaning and purpose. The simple sentence, a solid foundation. A simple sentence is a complete thought expressed concisely. A single independent clause standing strong on its own. It contains one subject and one predicate, working together harmoniously to convey a clear message. Think of the sentence, "the sun peeked through the clouds." Simple sentences are the workhorses of language, forming the backbone of our communication. They are clear, concise, and easy to understand, making them ideal for conveying straightforward information. Compound sentences, building bridges. As our thoughts and ideas become more complex, we need ways to connect them seamlessly. This is where compound sentences come into play, allowing us to combine two or more simple sentences into a single structure. A compound sentence uses conjunctions, words like and, but, or, so, to join two independent clauses. Consider the sentence, "the rain poured down, but the children continued to play." Compound sentences add depth and sophistication to our writing. allowing us to express more complex relationships between ideas. Complex sentences, adding layers of meaning. Complex sentences allow us to explore the nuances of language, to layer meaning upon meaning. A complex sentence contains at least one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. Consider the sentence. Although the storm raged outside, the family gathered around the fireplace. Complex sentences are essential tools for conveying complex ideas and establishing relationships between events. They allow us to move beyond the simplicity of stating facts and delve into the realm of analysis and nuanced expression. Navigating the timeline. Understanding tenses. Tenses are the grammatical signposts that tell us when an action or event takes place. Think of verbs as the time travelers of our sentences, shifting their forms to indicate the specific time frame of the action. Mastering tenses is essential for clear and effective communication. Without a firm grasp of tenses, our sentences become muddled and confusing. Tenses provide the framework for our narratives, allowing us to convey the passage of time with clarity and precision. The present tense, living in the now. The present tense anchors us in the here and now, capturing the immediacy of the moment. It's the tense we use for actions happening right now, for timeless truths and for habitual actions. Consider the sentence, "The sun sets in the west." This simple statement expressed in the present tense conveys a timeless truth. The present tense infuses our sentences with a sense of aliveness, drawing our readers or listeners into the present moment. The past tense, journeying through time. The past tense allows us to step back in time, to revisit past events, recount memories, and learn from history. It's the tense we use to narrate events that have already transpired. Consider the sentence, "The Titanic sank in 1912." This simple statement, expressed in the past tense, transports us back over a century. The past tense allows us to learn from the past, to celebrate triumphs, and to gain a deeper understanding of the events that have shaped our world. Section 4, the future tense, glimpsing what lies ahead. The future tense enables us to peer into the unknown, to anticipate upcoming events, to make plans and to dream of possibilities. It's the tense of anticipation, of hope, and of uncertainty. Imagine a telescope pointed towards the night sky, revealing distant stars and galaxies. The future tense acts as our linguistic telescope, allowing us to glimpse what lies ahead. Consider the sentence, "The sun will rise tomorrow." This simple statement conveys a sense of certainty. Similarly, the sentence, "I will graduate next year," expresses a future goal. The future tense allows us to plan, set goals, and dream of all that is yet to come. Section 1. Tripping over grammar, common errors, and how to avoid them. Even the most seasoned writers and speakers occasionally stumble over the intricacies of English grammar. It's like navigating a winding path. Even with a map, we sometimes take a wrong turn or trip over an unexpected route, but fear not. These grammatical missteps are not insurmountable obstacles. Think of common grammar errors as speed bumps on the road to fluency. They might slow us down momentarily, but with a bit of caution and awareness, we can navigate them smoothly and continue on our journey. One common pitfall is subject-verb agreement. Remember, the verb must always agree with its subject in number singular subject, singular verb, plural subject, plural verb. Another frequent error is the misuse of pronouns. Pronouns like he, she, it, they stand in for nouns, but they must agree with their antecedents, the nouns they replace, in number and gender. By familiarizing ourselves with these common errors and understanding the rules behind them, we can avoid these grammatical speed bumps and ensure that our writing and speaking are clear, concise, and error-free. Section 2, they're navigating the homophone maze. English is full of homophones, words that sound the same but have different meanings and spellings. One notorious trio is there, and there. There is a possessive pronoun indicating ownership. There is a contraction of they are. There indicates a place or location. Understanding these helps us write clearly and accurately. Another pair of homophones that often trips up writers is its and its. These two words, though seemingly similar, have distinct grammatical functions, and confusing them can lead to embarrassing errors. It's, like there, is a possessive pronoun indicating ownership or belonging. However, unlike there, it doesn't require an apostrophe. It always precedes a noun, as in the dog wagged its tail. Its, on the other hand, is a contraction of it is or it has. The apostrophe in it signals the omission of one or more letters. It's used to shorten sentences and add a conversational tone, as in it's a beautiful day or it's been a long time. The key to mastering the distinction between its and its is to remember that possessive pronouns never take an apostrophe, while contractions always do. By keeping this simple rule in mind, we can avoid this common grammatical pitfall and ensure that our writing is clear, accurate, and reflects our intended meaning. Section 4. Avoiding the dreaded comma splice. Commas play a crucial role in ensuring the clarity and flow of our writing. They act as pauses, guiding the reader through our sentences. Misuse of commas can lead to grammatical errors like the dreaded comma splice. A comma splice occurs when two independent clauses are joined with only a comma. It's like trying to bridge two planks with a thin strip of tape, not structurally sound. Consider the sentence, "The concert was sold out. We had to buy tickets from a scalper." Simply joining them with a comma creates a comma splice. To fix a comma splice, use a period, semicolon, or conjunction. Understanding and correcting comma splices ensures our writing is grammatically sound and a pleasure to read. Section 1. Grammar, your gateway to fluency. As we've explored the intricacies of English grammar, from the building blocks of nouns and verbs to the elegant complexities of complex sentences and tenses, one key message has emerged. Mastering grammar is not about memorizing a rigid set of rules, but rather about unlocking the true power and beauty of language. Think of grammar as a toolbox, filled with a diverse array of tools, each designed for a specific purpose. Just as a skilled craftsperson carefully selects the right tool for the task at hand, a fluent speaker or writer intuitively draws upon their grammatical knowledge to construct clear, concise, and impactful sentences. By understanding the functions of nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, we gain the ability to construct meaningful sentences, the foundation of clear communication. By mastering sentence structure, simple, compound, and complex, we learn to organize our thoughts logically, guiding our readers or listeners through our ideas with ease. And by navigating the nuances of tenses, we gain the power to manipulate time in language, to recount the past, to describe the present, and to anticipate the future. Section 2. The journey of 1,000 sentences. The journey to mastering English grammar is not a destination, but rather an ongoing process of learning, practicing, and refining our skills. It's a journey paved with curiosity, with a willingness to embrace challenges, and with the understanding that every stumble along the way is an opportunity for growth. Just as a musician spends countless hours practicing scales and arpeggios to achieve mastery, so too must we engage in regular grammar practice to hone our skills and develop fluency. Read widely, paying attention to the grammatical structures used by skilled writers. Write regularly, experimenting with different sentence structures and grammatical constructions. Listen attentively to fluent speakers, observing how they use grammar to convey nuance and emphasis. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every error is an opportunity to learn and to improve. Embrace the challenge, seek out resources, and celebrate your progress along the way. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey of mastering English grammar begins with a single, well-crafted sentence.